Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We are the Contentos. Alright guys, so it's been a very eventful month. Me and Erica got married. There's the bling. Let me show you the bling close up. Bam! Oh, you like that, didn't you? So we got married and the wedding went all our guests attended except for a couple, but other than that everything went really nice. We had a really good time. Let me show you some quick snaps from the wedding. Alright guys, in this video I'm going to give you a quick update on how the last 6 months have been since we've had our second child. Caden is growing up so quick, it's a little bit emotional. So we've come up with some points and suggestions that would hopefully make this video a lot more entertaining and keep it nice and short and to the point. So the first question will be, has Jowell changed with the arrival of the new baby? If yes, how have we coped with it? Jowell hasn't really changed a lot. So, I can't say that he's changed and that he's out to get his little brother because he's so jealous and he's living a life of revenge. That's not what's happening in this household. However, he has changed a little bit, and there's just little tiny changes that we've noticed. Like, sometimes he requires a lot more attention than usual. So if one of us has got the baby, he'll want to climb on top of you and say, "Daddy, I love you. You're the best friend ever," and all this. And it gets a bit clingy sometimes. But we've figured out that that's all part of him wanting, attention. So the way we've kind of like tackled that is that at all times, whenever we're both in the house, one of us will play with one kid, the other one will play with the other kid, or pay attention to the other kid. So like that, they both feel like they get an equal amount of attention. Something that I've personally noticed in the last 6 months is that he started to communicate with sentences a lot more. So before it would be a mixture of kind of like sounds and pointing and words, but now he's making sentences to get himself communicated, because he doesn't like being called the baby anymore. Before Caden was born, it would be okay. Calling him baby, didn't mind. Now when you say baby, he straight away makes this face. I'm not baby. So obviously he doesn't like being called a baby anymore. Therefore, he tries to communicate to us in a more mature way. One positive change that we've seen in Jowell is that he's become very aware and very fond of his little brother. So he's very proud to be an older brother. At nursery, he's talking about him all the time. He's saying, "Look at my baby, look at my little brother." He kisses him at night before bed, when he's saying bye, when he says hello. So he's really including him in his little world, his life, which is really good for us, because he always shows us that he's, showing him some love and that he's being caring for his little brother, which is great. Alright, second question we came up with is, what's been the biggest change now that we have 2 kids? One of the changes that I've noticed that's happened is the fact that we now have to be a lot more careful with what we do. So, if I can get carried away playing around with Caden and then look around, and Joe will be looking at me with that evil eye like, I see. You're playing with that baby too much. Anyways, not that dramatic, but things like that, I don't want to make him feel left out. So I tend to play with Caden a little bit and then go play with Joe a little bit, and just kind of like try get him involved as much, because I am more aware that I got to be equal to both of them. Even if one is smaller than the other one, Caden's not going to stay little forever. Another massive change that I've noticed is there's more work. So, because Jowell now is at that age where he's writing, he's colouring in, and Caden only requires to be changed and fed quite often. For me, when I stay alone with the kids, it's quite hard because I'm not used to it. So I find it that I want to entertain Joel, but at the same time do my duties with Caden, and it gets a little bit messy sometimes. But hey, it's all about practice. It's all about hanging on in there, and in the future I'll let you know how it goes. But for now, we're coping all right. Erica's a lot better at doing that stuff. I think mummies in general are always much better at multitasking, but you know, I'm not doing too bad. How has the baby been during his first 6 months? All right, guys, so the baby's been great. I can't come in front of you guys and say, man, we're struggling. He's you know, I'm quite sincere at that. So if he was a cranky baby, I will tell you straight up. He's been a great baby. He sleeps, eats, he just smiles all the time. He's been great, and it has helped a lot because obviously we managed to get some sleep, we managed to rest, and then obviously deal with the whole day ahead. So that's obviously a plus. I can't complain. He's been good. He does get cranky sometimes when he's very tired and he doesn't know how to give in to just fall asleep. He gets a bit cranky, so you know, we've learned to kind of force. This is the movement I do with the baby. Hey, eat, don't worry. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Eat your. Anyways, yeah, so he's a bit cranky when he's trying to fall asleep. But other than that, he's just a happy baby all around. All right, so one of the things I've found, and you know, if you're expecting your second child, I didn't want to put you off. But as a dad, and I know mummies out there will disagree with me because, you know, you girls and you ladies are just fantastic, phenomenal. Thumbs up for all of you. But for us, you know, not for all of us, but for the majority of us, multitasking becomes a bit, especially when it's got to do with kids and the house and all that, it becomes a bit like, you know, you can only do one thing at a time. So when I'm alone with both kids, I find that the hardest, you know, having to say Caden needs a nappy change and then Joel wants, I don't know, juice, and he's there jumping, Daddy, I want juice, Daddy, I want juice. And then, you know, Caden's getting a bit cranky because he's got a big poo in his nappy, and then I'm there trying to like work like it's a bomb, so I'm just like, flipping out. And then imagine this scenario. Imagine this. Sitting there with a nappy full of poo. Baby's starting to get cranky, so obviously I have to go change him. As soon as I open the nappy, Joel gets close and says, Daddy, I want juice. I look at him and say, all right, baby, don't worry. I'm gonna change this nappy and I'm gonna get you some juice. So I start changing the nappy, get the wipe, put it down, and Joel says, Daddy, I want juice. Daddy, I want juice. And it just gets faster and faster, and because you're trying to clean the baby, not to get poo everywhere, it just gets messy. So that's one of the things I've found quite, you know, a bit hard to deal with. Another thing is I've figured out that you've got to be extra patient because of the previous scenario I just painted. You know, you can't just blow up and start shouting at everyone because then you're gonna stress out, the baby's gonna start crying, then Joe's gonna start crying. It's just a big mess. All right, guys, so overall, last 6 months have been great. We've been learning tons of things. It's just a never-ending learning school when you got kids. They teach you something new every day. It's been great. I wouldn't change it for nothing. And yeah, hopefully we can keep updating you. All right, guys, so I got this little guy who wanted to join me for the last part of the video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you've picked up some good tips, maybe some good info for you guys who are expecting your second child. It's not as scary as it sounds, as it looks. It is more work, but you know, you deal with one, you deal with 2, 3, 4, just bring them on. Anyways, guys, hope you like this video. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. And until the next time, we are
The Contento. Dun, 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 dun.